Well then, guys. Let me mute every one of you, and then Mr. Stringer, you need to unmute yourself.
Done.
Yes, very much done. Welcome all. Technical Tuesday again. It's going to be a good session again. The last Technical Tuesday, it seems ages ago, but it wasn't last week, but the week before. And then we started off doing some techniques out of the 10th Q and the 9th Q syllabus. So we can really put some focus on that. And today we will be working the 8th Q and the 7th Q and maybe 6th Q. It just depends on where the time leads us, and this is what we will be doing the next couple of weeks for Technical Tuesday. There is one question we need to answer, and that is the question Bernardo asked us last Saturday. He was asking if we could do something with bunkai. We can obviously tell you what to do if you got a question on that, but the thing with bunkai is most of the time you need a partner to really try it out and do something, and it kind of brings you back to the same technique doing it in the air if you don't have a partner. So hopefully we will get to this in some stage for you, Bernardo, but we can't really answer your question at the moment, so we're sorry for that. Hopefully you're not mad and still a big fan of us. Thank you.
Yeah.
Darren, got something to say?
No, I mean, it's very similar format to a couple of weeks ago. We're not necessarily going in order. We'll pick some random order that we want to do some techniques in, and hopefully go through it in a very easy process. And if you have any questions in the chat, we know the drill. Let's have some fun. Let's improve as well, hopefully.
Yes.
Anything else, Wes?
No, you can start off. It's your warm-up.
Yeah, I know. But this week, so we've got Funda Thursday, and then we've got your session on the Saturday as well, right, with IFK Chile.
Yeah. Well, we weren't exactly sure about this Thursday. If you were able to be there, we could do this. On the other hand, so we will keep you guys. We will let you guys know if Thunder Thursday is going to be on. This kind of is because of Darren might be going to his daughter in the hospital, and I'm quite busy in the work week, so I don't really want to commit if only me will be there, because there might be a chance I can't be there. So that's just. You guys waiting. So where are you? Well, still at work.
I'm in, and no one else is.
Yeah. So for that reason, we would like to let you guys know on Thursday morning. Please check the Facebook out. Maybe even check the email if we send you a link. If we haven't sent you a link, guys, that means there's not a Thunder Thursday on. There will be a Saturday, but that's just Saturday by me doing a session for IFK Chile, and I will send you the link as soon as I got it.
What time is it on Saturday again?
It's for me, it's 4 o'clock. So that means for you, it's 3 o'clock. And I think for Canada and USA, it's 5 or 6 hours earlier, so that might be 10 or 11 in the morning.
Yep.
And that is the time it is in Chile as well. It's 11 o'clock in Chile.
Cool. There we go. So we'll be in touch.
It's an hour. It's a session of an hour because they asked me to do 60 minutes. So it's cool.
Cool. Good little blitz. Cool. Sorry about that. Let's get started. But I wanted to keep you posted for the week because it's a little bit changeable. Right. 10 a.m. here. Okay, cheers, Veronica. Right. So I'm going to start off with Morote Chudan Uchi Uke. Okay. Which is one of the blocks in 8th Q. So we're going to start off on that. I'm going to start off relatively easy. like we have in previous weeks. We'll move over to Wesley, he'll do another, and then we'll flick back and forwards, and we'll see where we finish up in terms of grades. Okay, so what I would like to do is just work on a little bit of a over-exaggerated movement with this to start off with, because what many people tend to do is they tend to literally just do this. Because it's a two-handed block, and you'll find this in almost all of the blocks which are performed with two hands, as in marote, they are a square shoulder, like when we punch. When we do a single arm block, we always have a 45-degree angle. When we do a two-arm block, the shoulders are square. As a result of that, what people do, like when we do the punches, is they leave their shoulders perfectly square. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to work on still maintaining that rotation to start off with, and then build up from there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to be doing this to start off with. Okay, into the shoulder, making sure it's parallel to the ground. Obviously, this will be the position when we do get going. We're just going to be here, rotate through. Here, so as we come in, we angle the body, rotate through, square the body. Angle the body, square the body. Okay, we're going to do 10 on the right, 10 on the left, and then we're going to move on from there. Okay, it doesn't matter what you do with the backhand. You can have it here if you want. Okay, ready? So let's start off in Chudanachuke position. So we're going to pull back and out and make sure we're rotating. Okay, itch, rotate. Ni, rotate. San, shi, go, ruk, ish, ach, ki, chi. And when it goes into the shoulder, please make sure parallel to the ground. Left hand, ready? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, ish, ach, ki, chi. Good. And the right arm out again. Okay, so we're going to build up from there. So as it comes in, don't bring the arm to the forearm. As this comes in, meet it halfway. Okay. Again, we want parallel to the ground, triangular shape, so it's nice and strong. So we have the resistance coming in here. We don't want to be down here because the resistance is 0 at that point, and we definitely don't want to be here because it's going to hit us in the face. Make sure it's parallel to the ground so that we have this resistance. So if someone was to like come and grab you, a little bit of bunkai for maybe Bernardo, if someone was to come and grab you and you got this in the way, this would stop the person coming too close and stop that person invading your space. If you're here and the person comes and grabs, it's going to come too close, and then whatever you decide to do then has to be different, okay? So when it comes into the shoulder, we still want to keep this angle on the body. We want then to work the core muscles to push this out and around, okay? When it comes in, we angle, push, around, okay? So the top half of the body will still be doing this like we would almost do when we do a ski punch, okay? Regardless of what it is. Maybe a little bit more movement than a normal punch, but very, very similar move, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to work on the same side to start off with. 10, 10, and then we're going to work on 10 alternate. And what I want when 10 alternate comes along is not this. We still want to see this good rotation through here. All understand? We good with that? Yep, excellent. So right arm up, in, and it's on the meat of the forearm, not on the bottom where the funny bone is. Okay, so we're looking at approximately a fist above from where the elbow joint will be. Okay, and it's height of the jaw, just like any Chudanachuke. Ready? Itch, in, rotate round. Knee, in, rotate round. San, shi, go, push round. Rook. Ish. Ach. Kid. Chew.
Yeah.
And this arm here needs to be straight, not down here. Okay, other arm. Ready? Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Rook. Ish. Ach. Kid. Chew. Shia. Okay, alternate this time. Alternate. Okay, so left arm out, just 10. Ready? Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Rook. Ish. Ach. Kid. Chew.
Yeah.
Now let's try and do 10 properly. One more detail I probably didn't say. The palm faces down when it goes into your shoulder. Okay, so then we still get the nice rotation on those blocks. Just 10, proper, reasonable technique, good delivery of speed. Left arm up. Ready? Edge. He. Sun. Chi. Go. Rook. Ish. Ish. Hit. Chew.
Yeah.
And narrow. Shake loose. And we're going over to wonderful Wesley for the next technique. So Mawashigiri, following through with a Jordan Mawashigiri, because we lie to you all the time like we did on Saturday.
Everybody knows this Toby Ushiro Mawashigiri with a flick and a jump is in 8th Q. So that's why we do it. So get yourself a quick drink if you'd like, and otherwise we'll go on to the next technique. Good. So next technique after this one, you will make Uchiuke Galen Brai. So we break this down. So just to further warm up the arms, the upper body, so we can really do the proper technique. Because sometimes either the Uchiuke is very good or the Galen Brai is very good. Not always, both are very good, and the angles should be in the right position as well. So that's why I'd like to choose this one to put some focus on. So obviously in 8th Q syllabus, you'll be in Kibadachi doing 1 and 2 over there. In the Pinan Son, this is a double 1, 1, 2. Some of you might know, not always performed well, which is too bad to be fair, because it's when you're in a static position like this and you don't perform it well, you're going to lose some points, or when you're doing a grading, people will be like, what is he or she doing? So let's start off, bring the arm into Uchiuke, bring this arm just back, and only the right arm. What we're going to do is we're going to bring it inside and get him right down with one arm. Also, we're going to be inside, so we're going to angle our shoulders a little bit more, and 1. And then we go back. So it's going to be itch, knee, itch, knee, itch, knee, itch, knee. So knee is 1 count, 2nd count, 3rd count, and so on. 10. There we go. Ready? Knee. Sun. She. Go. Rook. Sish. Ash. Ku. Shia.
Here.
Bring it into Kid and Bry. Inside, block, inside, block. 10. Up, down is 1 now. There we go. Itch. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Ruk. Sish. Ash. Ku. Shia.
Here.
And hantai. So now we do left arm, down, up. Same movement as we just did on the right. Us. There we go. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Ruk. Sish. Ash. Ku. Shia.
Here.
And bring it down. Up, down. Os. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Ruk. Sish. Ash. Ku. And shake it. All right. So right arm is up, left arm is down. Us. What we're gonna do, obviously, you're straight in a straight line because you can't angle one over the other. Us. What we're gonna do is gonna bring it elbow into the other. What do we call this in English, Darren?
That's a good question. The elbow joint. The elbow joint is the bend. So I can. Yeah, the elbow joint.
Right then. Well, the Englishman doesn't know. So we're gonna put the right elbow into the left elbow joint. Us? I think Jackie's typing now what it's gonna be. Hopefully we'll find out. Us? So what we're gonna do?
Crook of the elbow.
Crook of the elbow. All right.
Trust the crook of the crew to know that. Thank you.
At least we've learned something today. Us?
Yeah.
So we now know this will be the crook of the elbow. All the rest we're doing, forget about that. Us? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring the elbow into the crook, and then we're gonna twist. But we're twisting the uchiuke, the gedenbrai will be outside, and the gedenbrai will be inside. Us? This is one count. This is the next count. One count, next count. Us? Really bring it down. There we go. Ready? And itch, knee, itch, knee, itch, knee, itch, knee, itch, knee, itch, knee, itch, knee. 5 more. Itch, knee, itch, knee, itch, knee, itch, knee. Last one. Itch, shia.
Yeah.
And shake loose. Good. So when you do this, 1, 2, when you do this single, 1, bam, really break out, but don't try to break out too wide. Os. When you break out in the same exact lines every time. Os, gedenbrai, just outside the body. Uchiuke, just outside the body. Os, you really need to break out to the outsides. Os, there we go. 10 alternate, low power, just for the feeling, and then 10 in a good speed, good power, and then we'll go over to stringer. Os. Good. Ready? Ish. E. An. E. Go. Ruk. Ish. ash, cool, share. 10 good ones. Us, ready, ash, eight, and eight, go, rock, ash, ash, cool, and now ready. Good. Quick little drink of stringer. Us. So now we know it's psdramy in Polish and crest of the elbow in America, in USA.
Psdramy, I have no idea if we're saying that correctly, but
Psdramy.
Yeah, interesting stuff. Pit of the elbow. All of us speak English in those 3 parts of the world, and it's pronounced differently for everyone. Crook, crest, pit.
That's the Dutch
Binnenkant van de elleboog. Wow. So fluent. Okay, right. I am going to work on Junsky because it really annoys me when people do it wrong, to be fair. Now, the real danger with Junsky is we get a lot of flicking techniques. Okay, lots of them. Okay, what happens is we land in the Kibadachi, and then we end up doing this. If we're doing it in Sanshindachi, people don't rotate properly, and then they end up doing this. And it's a very similar problem to Chuda no Chuuke when they don't bring the cover to the center line to block around. It very much is exactly the same thing. Now, regardless of whether we do the full turn or we're in Sanshindachi, the principles have to be the same. The punch needs to operate on a straight line basis going straight out, okay? So if I am to stand here and I'm to do in just a Hekadachi position, or if I'm to stand here and doing a Junsky position, those 2 punches are almost identical. The only difference is I have an over rotation, obviously, of my chest opening up this way, but the punch itself goes in the direction, and without pointing this hand in the direction and being where my punch needs to be, you end up with an incorrect punch for your Junsky, okay? And 1 or 2 things happens. The elbow is out here if we don't fully rotate round, and then we flick, and that's pretty much it. Not many people go over here and then come all the way around this way. It's like almost unheard of. The first problem is the main problem, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to start in, don't go into a full Kibadachi because I want us to really concentrate on the arm technique rather than busting our legs and being like this. So just go into kind of a wide Fudachi, a really narrow Kibadachi. So it's kind of like a shoulder width and a half, okay? All we're looking for is this rotation to exist here, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to concentrate on the back arm, so the arm that doesn't do the punch first, okay? So we're going to be coming from here, twist, back, twist, back. And the really, really important thing is that this back arm points exactly in the direction and almost the direction, the position we want to punch in. Whether it's Jordan, Chudan, or Gidan for now, we're going to pretend that it's going to be that height all the time. We're going to stick to Chudans, but in your mindset, this is how you would practice it, okay? So we're going to be here. The left arm, we're going to take back, okay? Now, don't just do this because my shoulders don't rotate around. I need 0 rotation to be able to do that, but you're still going to get a bad punch, okay? What we're looking to do is twist, bring my shoulders square, put the hand out, twist, bring my shoulders on a straight line. Twist, back, twist, back. And if you'll notice with this, we're going to leave this back hand here as well. When I twist through, You can't see my elbow. Now, you should all see exactly the same in your little man on the side here, okay? This is a very, very important thing, because if you can see your elbow, I guarantee this is going to happen. It's impossible for it not to, okay? So we want this straight line here, like we'd be in Sanshin, Masubu, Kiba, Zen, exactly that way, okay? I don't want to spend lots of time because Wesley's got some really good ideas for the other lot, but I have to make my point here, I'm afraid, okay? So, both hands in, position here, left hand first, twist, back, twist, back, okay? So we're going to do 10 on one side, change legs, 10 on the other. Ready? Edge, twist, through. Knee, twist, through. Sun, twist, through. She, go, rook, ish, H, K, G. And change legs. Still make sure you're facing the screen, because then you can really tell whether you're doing it right or wrong. Right arm will now be rotating. Okay? Remember, the stance doesn't have to be kibber. It doesn't have to be parallel feet. We're just taking it into that position to make sure we are at a straight angle here. Okay? Ready? H. Knee. Sun. She. Go. Rook. Ish. H. K. G. And Day. Okay. Right. So now let's try to bring that together. Okay. I don't want to just do the front arm. Okay. You can break it down like that if you are really having trouble in your own time, but I don't want to use too much time up today. So what we're going to do is we're going to start from here. We're going to punch, twist back through. Punch, twist back through. Nice and easy at the moment. No power, purely technique. Technical Tuesday for a reason. Okay? Right. We're going to do 5 on the other side, and then we're going to put the whole punch together and do 10 and 10. Okay? Ready? So, let's twist, get on a straight line. Sorry, I'll do two down. Ready? Edge, out, back. Knee, out, back. And make sure we're twisting along with that punch. Sun, twist, twist. She, twist, twist. Go, twist, twist. Okay, change legs. We will be punching with the left hand. We're going to put the right hand out and make sure we coincide the punch with the twist still. Okay, so let's get out in position. Right arm out. Edge. Knee. Sun. She. Go. And change legs. Okay, we're getting a little warm now. Be a bit of a slower count, but a faster technique. Okay, giving you lots of time to make sure that you can finish in a nice position and not wave these arms around and wobble like this. Okay, 10 on the right, 10 on the left, and then we're over to Wes. Okay, so left arm back, right arm out. You're going to pivot, strike, okay, with good power. Think about the boards that exist in front of you, and we want to break them boards still, and the only way that will happen is a straight punch going through them, not flicking this way, okay? You can all see yourself. Pay attention, okay? Ready? H. Knee. Sun. She. Go. Rek. Ish. Ish. Head. G. She. And change legs. Last set on the other side. Left arm out. Twist. Drive. Okay. Ready. H. Knee. 3, 4, go. Right. Ish. Ish. Head. Cheer. Cheer. And now ready. Just have a quick drink, if you like. Over to Wes.
Us. One more technique or full syllabus, and then next one. Well, this was a question to you.
Oh, sorry.
Are we doing one more technique, or shall I go over the full syllabus?
Well, we got 3 different techniques left, if we want. But we can just do we'll do one more.
One more? All right.
Yeah.
We'll go for Jordan Margery then. All right.
Oh, ready then.
Everybody good? Right then. Cool. Right. Jordan Margery. Not the hardest, but also not the easiest technique, because a lot of people not really using their bodies in the right way. To make it even harder, when we are in Kibadachi, need to really make a good and proper technique. We are going to do it from out of here, us, because that's what we're doing into the syllabus. Us. So 1, 2. Normally we will do from the right leg. Does it say? Yeah, from the right leg. 1 into the Margery Jordan. Us. What I need over here is good balance. 1. Good balance. 1. Over there. Us. Don't try to make the kick from out of here. Us. Because if I'm going to make a kick from out of here, it's going to be out of line. It's going to look stupid. And it's not going to be very effective. Us. So make sure, get in line, then make the kick and get back into Kibadachi or get back into Sanshin Dashi. Us.
Us.
What we're going to do right now, 1, 2, 10 times.
Us. Us. Us.
Not a full Kibadachi, just a slight bend on the legs. Us. There we go. And itch. Back. Knee. Back. Sun. Back. Shi. Back. Go. Back. Rook. Back. Sish. Ash. Ku. Shia.
Here.
And easy. Us. So, also something we need to work on is when we are there, we need to angle the hips in. Us. Because we're not only going forward, but we need to go up. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to 1, 2. And we are doing this by pivoting the foot. Un momento, por favor. Señoras y señoritas. So, when we're over here in that Kibadachi, we're going to be 1, 2. Us.
Us.
And bring it back. 1, 2. Us. We're going to do it 10 times as well. But this means we straightly use the hips and put the hips in the right position so we can do the proper Jordan Margery. Us.
Us.
Right then. Here we go. Slight bend on the legs. There we go. Itch. Knee. Sun. Shi. Go. Rook. Sish. Ash. Ku. Shia.
Shia.
Good and easy. Us. So, last bit. is that when we are here, 1, 2, we now in the right position, and from out of here, you're going to bring your leg up, straight and down, and then we go back. Os, this position, not this position. Os, bring it over there. Hit it. Hit it. Os, hit. Hit. Os. So, we're just going to focus on the last bit. Os. So find something you can hold on to. So then we can go into the full motion. Os. So, bring your leg up. Already in the right position. Os. Only what we're doing now, bring forward, hold it there for just a slight moment, picture time, and back. Os. Ready? Os. On the left, 10 on the right. There we go. Ich. Knee. Sun. She. Go. Ruk. Sish. Ash. Ku. Shira. Antai. Other side. Os. Os. There we go. Ich. Knee. Sun. She. Go. Ruk. Sish. Ash. Cool. Shia. Shia. And easy. Good. So, now alternate 10 times from out of Kibadachi position. Os. Os. And really think about the steps you're making. You make it in a straight line. Also, bring up the knee high. Twist in the hips. Kick it out. Hold it there for a millisecond. Os. Os. Starting off with the right. There we go. Kamaite. You can leave your hands here, whatever. I always think it's nice to keep them over there. Os. Ich. Knee. Sun. She. Go. Ruk. Sish. Ash. Ku. Shia. Shia. And now ready. All right then. Quick little drink. Over to Mr. Stringer. We're now gonna do the full sequence. Are we? Yes.
Yeah, we can do. Yep.
Good.
Yes, we can do. A little bit of agua. So we've got a couple of techniques that we haven't covered in by numbers, which are Tataski, Jordan, Chudan, and Gidan, and obviously Shashki. But that's fine because we all know them because we've done Chudan ski, and there are one extensions or de-extensions from them: Shashki, Tataski, Chudan ski. Okay, so we should all know them already. But saying that, if you don't, contact us and we can maybe help you out in the future. Okay, so here we go. Furudachi, Sanshindachi. Yay! Hey! Shia! Okay, so by numbers, alternate arms at the moment. Okay, so we've got 10 techniques. Tatsuki Jordan, Tatsuki Chudan, Tatsuki Gedan, Shashki. We're going to break, making sure we concentrate on this arm. Jordan, Chudan, Gedan, Marote, Chudan, Uchuke. Chudan, Uchuke, going to fry in Jordan, Maigiri, and then back into Sanshindachi. Okay, that's a combination for those that are a little bit fuzzy around it, or for those that are non-IFK with us. That's the way that we do the syllabus as a warm-up and as a preparation tool. It's not necessarily a grading requirement. Okay, right. So don't forget, we need to cover and drive before we do the techniques, okay? 2 times slowly, 3 times normal speed. Ready? 1、立ち式上段。2、立ち式中段。3、立ち式下段。4、下式。5、順式上段。6、順式中段。7、順式下段。8、rotate shooting the juke. 9、shooting the juke, get them right. 10, Maigiri Jordan, and back into Sanshin. Okay, now without the names, H, nice and slowly still. B, San, Shi, Go, Ruk, H, H, K, Chi, Shia. Okay, now 3 times normal speed. The tendency with sequences, and this is why I really dislike people doing it sometimes, is they tend to bomb off and don't concentrate on their technique. You don't bring your hand around, you flick the punch, you end up doing your tuning the shuke like this rather than the way that Wesley specifically told you, and so on and so forth. Okay, so take a steady count. I'll ki every technique, and I'm faster than most in terms of delivering techniques, but I like a really good, stable pace when I'm doing basics to deliver excellent or mediocre techniques. Okay, so I'll ki every technique, try and keep the count. If you're going a lot faster than me, you're either really, really, really capable or you're going too fast, and that's down for you to decide. I can't make that decision for you because I can't see you all. Okay, ready? So more gore, and I'll ki each time. Hey! Os! 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 Shia! Good, good. Excellent. Good time in there. 2 more. Ready? Hey! Os! 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 Shia! 1 more. Ready? Hey! Os! 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 Shia! Nari! Good timing. And remember, don't get caught up in going 5,000 miles an hour on this. You need to get the tempo, get the techniques, and then we can maybe start to increase the pace. Okay, I see it thousands and thousands of times, so does Wesley. Everybody bombs off really quickly. Basics is there to perfect, not to rush. Okay? Over to you, Wes.
Yeah. Shall I do a slight combination out of 8th Q?
Yep.
Cool. Right then, guys. We're just going to do 10 on the left, 10 on the right.
Awesome.
We're going to use the first punch, Tatetsuki Jordan. Obviously, we're not going to do this Jordan, but we're going to use it on the chest. Os. That's why there is a slight little bend on there. Os, it's going to be 1 uppercut or a Staski. Os, that's going to be 1 Staski. I'm going to use the same arm to kind of block a hook out of my opponent. Os, because he's close by, I'm close by, because I just hit the stomach, he or she might want to go to the ribs. I'm going to block it, and now out of the right leg, I'm going to make a Maigiri Jordan straight to the face. I'm a close distance, so I need to really bring my knee up. Os. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Os. 10 on the left, 10 on the right. And then we go over to Darren, who's probably having some another combination, or maybe he'll go into 7th Q syllabus. I'm not sure. Os. It's all up to him. Over, under, block, Jordan Maigiri. Open up the body of the opponent, kind of using this technique over there, and kick the face. Os.
Os.
Good. Can I take?
Os.
There we go. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Look. Ish. Ash. Push. Shush. Aisha. Malate. Other leg in front. Us. Right over. Left under. Left block. Left Jordan. My gear. Us. Good to go. Us. Ish. Knee. Sun. Sheesh. Gosh. Rook. Ish. Ash. Goosh. Yeah. Ish. Good. Quick little drink over to Mr. Stringer. Good work, guys. Good work. Hopefully this makes sense for all of you. Some of you are way past this with the grade you wear. On the other hand, probably don't spend much time on doing the basics.
Okay, so I am going to do a fighting combination, and often I like to hit backhand, front hand. Okay, because I stand southpaw, so I like to hit really hard with the right hand as well as the backhand. Doesn't always happen, but hey. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a shtaski, and we need to think about what I said earlier in terms of the hand. Okay, works a little bit differently when we're fighting because we don't have to rotate quite as much, but the theory is there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a shtaski, and then we're going to open here, 2. Okay, so what I tend to do a lot is I tend to hit the stomach with the first one, and then to the chest with the second one. You have to use this rotation to get good power off the front arm, okay? Otherwise, you end up just doing an arm movement, and it's not as good. Okay, so nice and simple. We're going to do shtaski, and then really think about the rotation here to drive to the top of the chest. Not here. 1, 2, 1, 2. We really want you to think about over-rotating right now, because whatever you do now, whenever you get on the mat, it's always a diluted version anyway, for several reasons. Nerves, tiredness, not enough time. So if you practice at like 100%, straight away when you get on the mat, you're at like 80%. That's just a given, okay? So you need to practice at a really, really high level for that effect to come into play when you're physically doing stuff, okay? Same, if you practice at 60, it's going to be 40 when you step on the mat. 50, and then you're going to be in real big trouble hitting someone with 30% of your power all the time, okay? So really do try to be there, 1, and then really over-rotate, just like in Kibadachi when we do this twist. We're not going to twist all the way through here, but what we are going to do is push forward in the direction that the punch is going, this way, here, okay? All right, 10 on the left, 10 on the right. Little drink over to Wesley, where we will go on probably to the next syllabus. Okay, ready? Let's go. Ready? And change your legs, same thing. Shtaski, really rotate, driving, straight line, not flicking. Okay? Let's go. Last time. Ready? Yourself a quick drink, and we go over to Wesley.
Us.
And I need to put my phone on charge before my internet goes, and then I totally lose everybody. Good. Everybody okay so far? Understand everything? Hopefully it's useful and good.
Good. All right then, people. So, 7th Q syllabus. There is 2 techniques in this full syllabus. Us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 4 kicks. Us. Most of the techniques are kind of alike. Us. Either it's Gulden, Juden, or Giden, or the ones we do to the front and the ones we do to the side. Us. So I'm going to go to the 4th technique. From over there, really hitting with the hammer fist to the side of the head. Us. Normally, when you do Jordan, you'll be thinking about either between the jaw and the chin, because that's quite of a soft area, the height of the ears, or you can go for the, how do you call this in English?
Temple.
The temple, yes. I knew this one, it was just gone. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring all the way over there. And now, the most important thing is to not start over here like this and bring it forward like that. So that means we're going to start over there, and I'm going to twist my body so I can show you guys. But you're starting over there. Almost like we're going to do Git and Bry. But now we're going to do this Jordan. So you're going to be there. It's going to twist right at the end. Right at the end. So you can bring the screw in there, and you can really make a proper technique. So that's what we're going to focus on first. First, we're going to do this single arm on both sides 10 times. Then we're going to do double arm, and then we're going to do 10 times in good power. You can stay in either Furudachi, in Moro Ashidashi, in Sanshin Dachi, whatever. I'll be standing a little bit like a little wider than Furudachi, so I can really drive in the power out of my body. First, we start off with the right arm. Just leave this over here. On the count, bring it there and come back. Really focus on the part you're hitting with, and that's this part of the body, of the arm. Good. And it's gonna be like that. There we go. H. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Ruk. Sish. Ash. Ku. Shira. And other side. This might feel a little bit strange because normally when we go into Git and Bry, we still twist our body. Because we break away. Remember, this is an attack. So when we go break away and we keep the arm over there, when we're going to hit something, we're going to injure our shoulders. So this time we have to be straight, nearly straight. You have to use your core muscle. You use your body to really hit something. And you want it to be strong. There we go. Twist, edge. That's it. Back. Knee. San, Shi, Go, Ruk, Sish, Ash, Ku, Shia. Good, shake loose. All right, double arm, and every time we go there, we use our body going forward, although we're pulling this back. Us, over there, 1. 10 on the right, 10 on the left. Us. Good, ready? Etch, knee, San, Shi, Go, Ruk, Sish, Ash, Ku, Shia, and Hantai. Other side. 1, 1. Us. Itch. Knee. San. Shi. Go. Ruk. Sish. Ash. Ku. Shia. All right. 10 alternate. Really in a good speed, good power, good technique. Think about the twist and really hitting something over there. Don't go hit something over there. All the power is gone. You're going to be damaged. Us. Right. Ready. Ish. Knee. San. Shi. Go. Ruk. Sish. Ash. Ku. And now ready. Good. Quick little drink. Over to Mr. Stringer for the next technique.
Now, the good thing about this particular syllabus is most of the stuff we're going through can be doubled up for 4th cue, okay? Because the only difference in a lot of the techniques is the hand being closed or open. So please bear that in mind. When we get to 4th cue, we may not cover any of these or the same techniques, okay? So please do bear that in mind. I am going to concentrate on Tetsui Oroshi, okay? Now, there's a real error in this, and it can be either a really strong technique or a really weak technique. And well, that's like a lot of the techniques, to be fair, but this one particularly, because what happens is people don't bring the arm all the way behind, therefore you don't get a good flex on the lax muscles and the obliques. Then what happens is people tend to roll this over, so it becomes a rolling technique rather than get this elbow going forward and drive. It just needs to come over the side of the head, not rolling over the top of the head, okay? So we need to really think about this when we execute the technique. Just because it's coming here doesn't mean it comes directly over in this way, okay? Take the shorter route just over the side of the head. We're getting this elbow coming forward. We're driving, bang. And we're looking for bridge of the nose, forehead, and if you're tall like Wesley and short like me, maybe even the top of the head, okay? Effectively, this technique needs to go forward and down, not down this way. And that's the problem that most people do. They tend to go over here in the anticipation that you're just going to go donk this way. Forward and down, okay? So forehead, bang, just punting forward, okay? This goes back to our soto-ukes, morote churu-no-churu-ukes, where we need to have good position here, in parallel to the ground, behind the head, and then these two are going to work in unison together, driving forward, okay? And again, focus on the height, none of this, please, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to concentrate on this hand first, and we're just going to relax at the moment. We've got to think about getting this elbow forward as quickly as possible, going forward, yeah? Not around, forward and over the side of the head, okay? And of course it has to finish on the center line because we are hitting here. There's not a perfect action man straight arm here. Slight angle because that's the angle that it's going to hit, okay? So we've got 10 on the right, 10 on the left, and then we'll add to that afterwards. Make sure it is right behind the head, in the middle, push over the side of the head, driving forward. Okay? All good? All understand? Excellent. Okay. Right hand first, behind. I'm not really bothered what you do with this. You can leave down, belt knot, wherever. Okay? Inch, over, and down. Back. Open this. Angle the shoulders. Knee, bring them square. Sun, angle, square. She, angle, square. Go, angle, square. Rook, angle, square. H. H. K. Chew.
Yeah.
And the same with the other hand. Okay? H. Knee. Sun. She. Go. Rook. H. H. K. Chew.
Yeah.
And relax. Okay. So what we're going to work on is this position. And this is all I want us to work on next. Okay. As soon as this one starts to move, the other elbow has to go forward. And Shinjini said it on Sunday. If you weren't at the course, shame on you, first of all. If you were at the course, the most common technique in the Kyokushin dictionary is MP. Okay? Because this occurs in every single technique that we do. Okay? It just so happens that there's two of them in this one, and they're going in two different directions. Here, forward, and back. Okay? And all I need to do is rotate my body, and you can start to see the direction that both of these are going in. Obviously, the rotation on the body, coupled with delivering the technique, then equals lots of power for you. Okay, and this is why you see loads of people breaking absolute bundles of wood with Stor. Maybe, and everybody predominantly breaks more with Stor than they do with Seiken, and more with the elbow than they do with Stor. That's the normal process. So we should start to realize by that how powerful and how much impact your elbow actually has on the things that we do. Okay, so we're going to be here, into the shoulder, behind the head, inch back, knee back. Okay, and I want to see these react and respond together as one. Okay, we're going to do 5 on the right, 5 on the left, and then we're going to go 10 on the right, 10 on the left, full technique. Okay, right, behind, ready, inch, out, back, knee, out, back. Sun, start to see the shape and the direction. She of each technique that you do. Go. Good. Excellent. Change arms. H. Knee. Sun. She. Go. Yeah. And relax. Okay. Let's go through the full technique now. No power. Just 10. Correct. And start to feel that that power will be there. It has to be there in the end of that technique. 10 on the right, 10 on the left, easy power, 10 really good ones, and then we're going over to Wesley, okay, where he is going to show us the next technique, okay, right, so left arm out, and let's go, full technique, nice and easy, edge, right hand, knee, activate the body, sun, rotate through, she, close, open, girl, close, rotate, rep, ash, ash, hip, chew. I said 10 on the right, 10 on the left before, didn't I? And there was me doing alternate. Sorry about that. That's my stupid fault, right? So I did it wrong. I apologise, but now we're going to do 10 properly, okay? So left hand up and 10 alternate, really good power. And remember, just because the power comes doesn't mean the focus is lost. Here, drive, stop, eye line, nose, okay? Ready? H! E! Sun! She! Go! Right! H! H! Head! She! And now ready. Sorry for messing up my own instructions. I do apologise, but hopefully we all got the gist of it. Over to Wesley. Please have a drink. Move on to the next technique. What a donut. It's like 2 seconds afterwards I realised I was doing it wrong, but it was too late.
Have you seen the time, Darren?
Huh?
Have you seen the time?
I have now.
How is it possible? Honestly.
Don't know. We're terrible. That's what it is. I can only go that we're terrible.
That's crazy. All right. So I'm going to go to the next technique. Obviously, I looked at the time and thought, oh, we still got loads of time. We haven't. Sorry. Yeah. So something which goes wrong quite a lot, especially with the lower grades. Us, when we go forward and when we go get in, it's still a technique to the side. Us, when we go doing this to the side, this technique is a technique to some very hurtful parts. Us, this technique done incorrectly most of the time because it's quite a strange little technique. So we're going to focus on that. Us, so we're going to bring all the way forward one, and it's kind of the same movement as we did into 8th Q. And now we're going to be in Kibadachi and over there, wang, whack it in to the private parts. Us, be very thoughtful about that. Us. So we're going to stay over here. 1, 2. This is the position where we stand. And we're going to bring normally both arms in there. Us. Now I'm just going to leave this over here like it does nothing. And from out of this position, I'm going to make the full rotation. 10 on the right, 10 on the left, whilst we're in Kibadachi. Us. We're going to do 10 on the right, 10 on the left. Not like we just did with Darren. And there we go. Itch. Think about really hammer fist upwards. Knee. Sun. She. Go. Rook. Sish. Ash. Cool. Shia.
Shia.
And Hantai, other side.
Osh.
Knee. Sun. She. Go. Ruckle. Sish. Ash. Cool. Shia.
Shia.
Easy. All right. Something you need to think about when you do Tetsui, the way your elbow goes, that's where the Tetsui goes. Os. So in this technique, my elbow goes that way, and in this way, the technique is going to follow. Os. So please be thinking about this. When the elbow goes that way, your Tetsui will follow. Os. Over there. Os. So think about that. I'm just going to do 20 alternate into Kibadachi with the right technique, and then we're going to go over to Darren because the time is very limited. Os. Right, there we go. Ready? And ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Ruk. Sish. Ash. Ku. Shia. 10 more. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Ruk. Sish. Ash. Ku. Shia. And now Ray. Good. All right. Over to Darren. Yeah. I didn't see that, to be fair. Yeah. Right. As you saw it, Darren, please tell them, because it's Technical Tuesday. Let's take the time to really do this. Obviously, this is something people.
Yeah, I can see a few people only, and I'm not going to pick on anyone and call out any names or anything, but you need to be really careful. If you looked at the way that Wesley was delivering this technique when we started, we came from here and he was coming across and then through. His elbow is almost coming. It's not a soto-uke, but it is almost like a soto-uke. And what I see some people on the outside is you're coming here and then almost swinging this through here. Like it's just like the robot dance that Peter Crouch was doing. Okay? You need to make sure that this is coming through in a powerful moment. This is just going to be your arm technique. And don't get me wrong, you hit that part of the body, however you hit it is going to hurt. Trust us. Okay. But what we're trying to do is that when you come through here, the elbow is going down in this direction, as Wesley was saying at the end. So please be careful that you're not doing this, because I bet you the same thing happens when you do your Muoshi Get and Barai. And those two techniques are very, very similar. Across, down, across, out. They're just an extension on one another. So please concentrate on that. Just quickly, I know Wesley was busy teaching, but I saw the technique, so I thought I'd pick you up on it. The last one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Got each other's back, Jack. So the last technique I want to do, and we're going to finish off really easily with it, because it can be a really hard technique, is Soto Muoshi Kiage. Okay? A couple of the kicks. Now, I don't want to do thousands of them like we do in gradings, and I definitely don't want to do them really hard and get you all tired and knotted up, ready for the week ahead. But what we do need to think about is a wide circle. Now, a wide circle means it needs to cross both of your shoulders, okay? Probably beyond that. Now, what a lot of people do when they do Soto Muoshi Kiage is they come up straight and then they want to go over this way. Now, this is doing several things and not several things. And what it's not getting you to do is develop the strength and the flexibility within your full hip range. So, we had loads of people making us practice like this, and then you had to swing over both of them. There was like a stipulation back in the day that if you was a blue belt, it had to be nose height, and if you was a yellow belt and above, had to be over the tip of the head. All of these stipulations are kind of redundant nowadays. The kick is the kick. But what we do need to make sure is that it's coming out first, across, and in position. That's the first thing I want to concentrate on. Secondly, this is ignored a lot, is the foot position. Now, it should be the same as what you do a yokogeri. big toes up, little toes down, striking with te soku, inside of the foot, okay? But the big toes up and the little toes down should be a factor of this kick. But everybody gets confused and starts doing it almost like an axe kick. But they do it like a narrow axe kick, come up through the center and then go off at the edge, okay? So I just want us to start off fairly low and just really try to rotate out. Now remember, the pivot on the foot plays a part in this, like every single kick that we do, okay? So what I want us to do is we're going to come out and back, okay? Out, cross, and back. Big toe up, little toes down. Just above the belt height is fine. If you can't control that, a little bit below the belt is fine. We're just going to do 5 on the right, 5 on the left, and then we're going to try and move through to a little bit more of a rotation, okay? So hold your hands wherever you want. So we're coming up, out, back, okay? That's 1 count. Ready? Edge, up, out, back, down. Knee, up, out, back, down. Sun. She. Go.
Yeah.
Okay, other leg. Edge. Knee. Sun. She. Go. Yeah. You can probably already start to realize that this approach will work for you, Uchi, as well. Same thing, big circle, open up the hip the best we can, okay? So we're not going to stand too square at the moment, we're going to open the hips and we're going to go into a semi-fighting position, okay? Now remember, it needs to come on the outside. It is a basic technique. You can adapt however you want for fighting. Nordin Tonkin, actually, from France, used to use this kick quite a lot to try and kick people in the head, okay? Because maybe he didn't have hip flexibility. I don't know. I've never seen him stretch, etc. But he actually did this kick quite well. So kudos to France, okay? Right, so we're going to be coming out, rotate, and through. And don't forget, we need to pivot this foot once it gets to a certain position. Because if we take it out here, and then we don't pivot, it cuts through the middle. And that's not what the exercise is for. It is an exercise used for stretching, but it can be adapted, okay? So open your hips a little bit, rotate through and back. Big toes up and little toes down. Do concentrate on that. Straight leg. Ready? Nice and relaxed. The height is variable upon yourself. 5 on the right, 5 on the left. Ready? Inch. Good. Across both shoulders. Knee. Nice. Wide techniques. Sun. Good. She. Go. And on 3. Other leg. Out. Over both shoulders. Okay. Edge. Knee. Sun. She. Go. Yeah. Okay. And just to finish off with, still very, very easy. I don't want anybody busting no hamstrings or nothing today. Technical Tuesday. Keep the height where you can control it. But what I want to do now is alternate legs. Now this really gets you thinking about starting to open up the hips. Uchi is much, much easier. Okay, it is. It's much, much easier because there's a lot of different muscle structures. Outside becomes a little bit more of a longer, demanding technique, but we still need to make sure that we do it. Okay, so we want to be there, open those hips each time, and try to get a nice, wide circle. Try to think of your Storm Washer case. Okay, your Storm Washer case. Nice, wide view circles, okay? Just 10 to finish off with, and then we're pretty much there, okay? Remember, big toes up, little toes down. Don't start doing flat foot. And please, do not do this when you're kicking. Straight leg, okay? Kage is a straight leg kick. Ready? Yep. Right leg first, just 10. Alternate legs. Edge, out, in. Knee, out, in. Sun. She. Big toes up, little toes down. Go. I can't see, but I can imagine. Roke. Ush. Ush. Get. Cheer. And just relax, just rotate the hips, just finish itch, knee, sun, ante, itch, knee, sun. Okay, just relax. Okay, so we didn't get nearly enough through that second grade as we wanted to, and it's quite a complicated grade because we've got lots of different things going on, etc. Maybe we'll get to cover them a little bit more in fourth Q, but again, that's quite a long grade, so we're not necessarily covering every single technique in every single grade. We'd like to, but me and Wesley like to talk a lot, basically, so we eat up loads of your time, I'm afraid. Hopefully it was really, really useful. Concentrate on them things because there's bundles of mistakes that we all make. Going slow, doing it thoroughly, thinking about it when you're fresh as a daisy, not tired is one thing. Operating at a high intensity power level is completely different. But the technique should always remain the same. Well done today. Good work. Excellent focus and extremely good patience with us. Okay, good work.
Yeah, great session again. As we said before, there's a lot of basics, and there's a lot of people who forget about this. And maybe not you, but you are definitely thinking of some higher grades within your dojo. You'll be thinking, them are not always doing the right thing, or maybe within the organization. I've seen you doing stuff like that. And guys, you don't always have to have a really hard sweat for a good training. You don't always have to have a really high heartbeat for a very good training. And I think today was a very good training. Today we've done karate again. We've been doing, we've been trying to teach you some of our views, and sometimes we need some more words for that because we got some wide views. Takyoko, yeah, that's a reference. But well done all, and thanks again. It's a pleasure. It's amazing, and Darren and myself, we're just really thankful for you all. Thank you. You guys can now probably unmute yourself from now. I would like to thank you all. Us.
Well done, guys.
Thank you. That was great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Well done all.
Hopefully see you on Thursday. Otherwise, next time.
Hopefully Thursday.
Thank you.
Hopefully Thursday should be okay, but let's just see.
Thank you, senseis. That's lovely.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Michael. Cheers.
Take care.
Yes, so good. See you, Michael.
Thanks a lot, guys. Good luck with your daughter, Sensei.
I can't.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks,
Yes,
Chris.
yeah, thank you very much. Excellent session.
Always a pleasure, Jackie. Good to
All
see
the
you.
best, Darren. And yeah, it won't be Thursday, but I'll do Saturday. I can't do Thursday.
Cool. No
sorry.
problem. No, it's okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
I'll see you.
Bye.
Cheers, Jazz.
I mean Saturday.
Yes.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you.
No worries, Jazz. See you soon, mate.
Thank you, us.
Always a pleasure.
Boss, thank you.
Very welcome, Veronica. Keep it up.
Veronica, thanks for being there again.
Yeah. Us.